Alright guys, what's going on? My name is Joltage, and today we're bringing you not one, but two SCL games at the same time. First one between Kythr of the Platoon and Luthier of the team Teal 6 was on, the Studio Gibble. And then we've also got Bully of the Islanders versus Dcae of the Shoguns. They're both going on at the same time, which really really is not great for me. Anyway, we're further along in this. We had Coughing v Pharaoh Seed lead. Luthier's Coughing went for a Will-O-Wisp on an incoming Pony G, missed. Both switch out to Fu and Frillish respectively. I mean, we could see a knock from the Fu, but I would be more likely to U-turn out if I'm that. We've got an Archon making an appearance. That's neat. Over here, we got a very standard opening fake out, oh, we don't get a knock trade this time. We just get a Coughing being knocked on Bully's side. U-turns out. That thing is quite low now. Out comes Pony G. Pony G is pain splitted. We don't really have a Pony G switch in on our side as Bully. That's fun. Let's see. We did see the knockoff. I'm surprised. I would have not done that because there's a Frillish there. Fu lives the high jump kick out to Abra. Abra's gonna. I mean, there's a Pharaoh seed over there, but it might be Fire Punch Abra. This is going to be a very chaotic. It's going to be a very chaotic video. I see. Anyway, we've got psychic types in on things they threaten on both sides here. Can I? Yeah, nah, it's just easier to do it this way. Alright, let's see. Over here, I mean, I think Psychic's fine. You have a Pharaoh that can come in. You've also got a Pony G who can come in pretty well. I don't think most Abra are running Shadow Ball, but, I mean, it's definitely a possibility. Abra has a lot more freedom in his moveset nowadays. Without Scraggy and Vol to worry about. Doesn't have to run Dazzling Gleam ever. Let's see what we got here. Coughing switched out into Staryu on the Psychic. Not quite a 2-hit KO unless that was a roll. But like I said, Bully did not have a good Pony G switch in at all. And even this isn't advantageous for him. Pony G could really just kind of set off if it had it. Let's see here. After taking his time figuring out what he wants to do, I mean, he's got two options basically. It's Pharaoh or Pony. Both will eat the Psychic fairly well. Pony, I think, has a positive matchup versus Abra unless it's Shadow Ball. Pharaoh obviously has a positive matchup unless it's Life Orb, Fire Punch, and even then, Pharaoh's living at least one. Staryu wins this recover over here, takes another Psychic. I don't think this is the game you want to be playing if you're Bully, though. Definitely on the back foot here with the Psychic Spam team out of Dcae. I've built... Hold on, I feel like I have a very similar team to that in my builder. That's wild. I just realized he has 3 Psychic types. That's sick. I've built that before. I've definitely built that before. Alright, Pony G ends up being the option. Gets a Spadef drop, but again, it's not really that big a deal, I don't think, unless it has the Shadow Ball, obviously. Out comes Fu on Dcae's Pharaoh. Gets rocks up. Knockoff. On a T-Wave. Very good trade for Dcae. Out comes Natu on the high jump kick. He obviously eats that quite well. Bully also doesn't have a switch into Natu because Natu has the same coverage as Pony G. Dcae's looking great so far. Let's see. Over here, got a bit of a standoff. Pony G's Spadef drop is pretty unfortunate for it. I gotta check something. I gotta check if I actually have that. Hold on. Nope, wrong one. Wait, no, wrong one. I have something very similar. His is probably better. Anyway, so Kythr goes for the Mystical Fire, wins the Speed Tide, does go down to the Shadow Ball though. Down goes Pony G. That's obviously not great. Over here, nothing's happened. Again, Bully, no switch-ins. Psychic is very free from Dcae. Let's see here in Kythr. I guess it's... Oh, he goes Archon with the minus attack. That makes sense. There's a Pharaoh who's not really that worried. There's also a Mudbray who's even less worried about whatever the fuck Archon's doing. You can have rocks. I mean, it'll be like... It's probably mixed being in LCOU. Newly LCOU Mon Archon. It was chilling LCU for a while. Or it doesn't need to run Heat Wave, but it can run that up here for Pharaoh. But does not really have a whole lot of options for Mudbray outside of Aqua Tail, and even then, that's kind of yikes. Let's see. Out comes Pharaoh on the Psychic. Into Staryu on a Heat Wave, I assume. Nope, U-turn. Out comes Trapinch, and Trapinch's first impression is going to say bye-bye Staryu. Dcae is very much in the driver's seat over in this game. Very much in the driver's seat. I thought I had something closer to that. Was that... Whatever. I've messed with Psychic Spam before, basically, is the thing. Yeah, pretty similar. Alright, whatever. Anyway, let's see. Coughing is going to come out on the Archon. We assume this is Scarf Mudbray, of course. Goes for Willow, misses again. Coughing needs some glasses. Out comes Frillish on the Staryu. Flip turn Staryu, that's interesting. It's disabled, but it doesn't matter. Out comes Mienfoo, threatening a knockoff. Does get the knockoff off this time. Is curse bodied, and eats this Will-O-Wisp. Frillish is free to Strength Sap / recover up here on the U-turn. They're playing it real fast right now. What's going on over here? Diglett's going to come out on a balloon, and is going to just Final Gambit for some damage, I guess. Yeah, Bulu is not in a good spot at all. Out comes Pharaoh on the Frillish's recover. Threatens a T-Wave. Mainly a T-Wave is what Luthier would be worried about. Kythr's got a very low timer over here, 30 seconds. Stealth Rock come out as Luthier switches into his Pharaoh Seed. By the way, Luthier, when I first came back, was one of the top players in LC. He hasn't been really involved much in Gen 8, but he's doing well for himself so far in his debut SCL game. Anyway, out comes Mienfoo on Bully in the Bully Dcae game versus this Pinch. Got Mudbray coming in on the Coughing's Fire Blast. That does a ton. Definitely a Scarf Mudbray. But we don't really have switch-ins to it at this point. Heavy Slam would have caught the Archon. Makes sense to me. And with the burn, the Heavy Slam is going to be a 2-8 KO as far as we can tell. Let's see. Pharaoh comes out on the Mienfoo on the Mienfoo's knockoff. Who's going to eat some Iron Barbs, and then he's going to be sacked to the high jump kick. I expect Abra or Pony G to come out. Pony G is the option. Goes for the Psychic on the incoming Pharaoh. Obviously he's threatening a Mystical Fire. I assume Pony Ta is not Flash Fire on this. It could be. If it was, that'd be pretty good even for Bully. But we'll see what happens there. In this game, Frillish comes out as Kythr makes a switch to Staryu. Flip turns out of the Frillish once again into Coughing this time, who's going to eat the Will-O-Wisp. Coughing obviously threatens Frillish with its Thunderbolt. Back to this game. Pharaoh eats another Psychic rather than the Heat Wave. Psychic maybe predicting the Pony K coming out. Morning Sun's up for a Giga Drain. And it's just going to be Pharaoh v Pony G. Eventually Dcae is going to be like, alright, I guess we're killing this. And, we see the starts with that right there. Pharaoh's going to get up some spikes as it's Dying Wish. His Psychic's going to be able to take it out. Out comes Pony K. I don't think Pony G is low enough to die to the Flame Charge. Unfortunately for Bully. But he's going to go for it anyway. And it is! Oh, that's pretty good for him. That's pretty good for him indeed. Now outspeeds all of Dcae's team, and he doesn't have a fire resist. So these Flare Blitz are gonna hurt for sure. Back to this game. Oh dear. Mudbray incoming on the Thunderbolt. Out comes Mienfu on an Earthquake. Arshin obviously can come in on a Scarf Mudbray's Earthquake, so Luthier's going to make this play out to Pharaoh Seed on the Archon. Archon, unless it has Heat Wave, isn't really threatening Pharaoh at all, and he goes out to his Coughing. Pharaoh's going to get up some spikes. Coughing's going to threaten with the Fire Blast. Out to Frillish this time, expecting the Fire Blast, as that does come out. Coughing again can threaten with the Thunderbolt. Frillish is going to go for the Hex, though, and take it out. Faster Frillish or slower Coughing? Not entirely sure. Out comes Archon on the Frillish. Goes for the knockoff this time on the incoming Pharaoh Seed. And is going to catch it and remove that thing's Eviolite. Frillish comes out to be sacked to the dual wing bait. Is going to also disable that dual wing bait. Out comes Abra, who's going to be able to fire off a powerful Psychic. Kythr does have a good nice and healthy Pharaoh. Kythr's very low on his timer though, 10 seconds out to his Pharaoh Seed. For the Psychic, we're gonna jump back here real quick. High horsepower. Oh, he goes for the high. Why'd he go for the high horsepower? Interesting. Wild Charge isn't even enough to take out the Natu, but he's gonna Flame Charge once again. Out comes Mienfu though, and he's going to be able to fake out, and that's going to be able to take out the pony, and that's very unfortunate. Abra should be able to clean up from here. For Dcae, usually just sacks the pinch to the Sludge Bomb. Out comes Abra. Abra is going to click Psychic 2 times. Well, Psychic, get faked out, then Psychic again. Fake out. And Psychic once more. And Dcae's going to pick up his victory. Bully's going to lose his first game of the season, dropping to 3-1. Dcae's going to improve to 2-2 on the season with a really, really neat team. Back to this game. Staryu's going to come out on the Abra, who's going to reveal that it is Fire Punch, as you know we would expect here. Pharaoh Seed comes out on Staryu. Is going to eat the Scald. Scald flip turn Staryu. We haven't seen that a ton in this SCL season so far. Giga Drain's going to do a fair amount to Mienfu, but not quite enough to take it out as it comes in on that spike. This is going to go his own Mienfu on the U-turn rather than his Coughing to deny that regen, so that Mienfu's not going to be down to the spike next time. Fake out on the incoming Archon. Archon's going to use Protect and avoid that high jump kick. Very nice, as Luthier's Mienfu's going to go down, but out comes Abra once again. Kythr's going to sack his Mienfu to the Psychic, and I assume bring out his Staryu here, as he does. This is a defensive Staryu to be certain. So we'll see how this gets handled here. Luthier does still have his Pharaoh Seed, who is not super healthy, but healthy enough to handle this particular variant of Staryu for certain. And he does go out to it. Staryu's going to recover up. I think this is a pretty free Giga Drain, if we're being entirely honest. Out comes Kythr's Pharaoh Seed on the Giga Drain. Fair enough. We'll see what we want to do here. Luthier goes to his Coughing, as Kythr goes to his Archon. Coughing's not really too worried about Archon, I don't believe. I don't know if the Thunderbolt will be able to take out Archon from here. Archon's not the bulkiest mon of all time, but this might not even be Berry Juice Archon, being that it's dual wing beat. But we'll see what's going on. Kythr again, really low on timer. Goes for the Protect, see what's going down. Thunderbolt comes out from the Coughing, as we would expect. I guess just kind of seeing if we had the Thunderbolt. I don't think it had been revealed yet. No, it had not. And that's dropped more and more these days. Also dual wing beat. Thunderbolt is able to take out the Archon. Out comes Staryu. Again, I think you can pretty easily go Pharaoh, but no need to save the Coughing here. Pharaoh comes out now. Kythr's going to go to his own Pharaoh, naturally. Going to eat a Giga Drain. See, both these Pharaohs haven't been knocked. I'm going to get a spike from Luthier. Interesting that it spikes, by the way. I guess it's just no rocks on that team, because it's definitely a Scarf Mudbray, unless it's Scarf Rocks Mudbray, which is, I suppose, possible, but would be weird, for sure. Yeah, unless it's no T-Wave Pharaoh on Luthier's side, which questionable. I personally really like T-Wave on Pharaoh. Luthier's going to go out to his Abra on the Giga Drain. Is going to be able to eat and threaten the Fire Punch here. A closer endgame than I was expecting. Oh, Luthier reads it, goes for the Psychic, and is able to catch the Staryu. And down goes Staryu, and Kythr's gonna lose the game here. As there's no way Pharaoh's gonna be able to beat all of these mons. Fire Punch from Abra would be able to. I don't think it would take it out from here actually, but it would put it low enough, and you can't really recover up enough to not live. I mean, to avoid being KO'd from there from Mudbray's CC. But yeah, so Luthier's going to pick up his first one in LC. He was playing OU before. I don't know how well he was doing in that, because I only pay attention to LC in this SCL. But he comes back. Luthier's long been one of our better players, and is able to take out Kythr, giving his team his first LC victory this tour. But anyway, guys, if you enjoyed, I'm sorry this was a bit more chaotic than usual, that normally we don't have two games going on at the same time. But yeah, I'll see you next time, I guess. Bye-bye.